Good morning, children. I hope that you are all well and fine. Take care about yourself. Be healthy. To be healthy, drink more water. Alright, children. Coming up to our regular class. Now I am telling social, 8th class social, 8th class social, lesson number 6, minerals and mining. Lesson number 6, minerals and mining, part 1 or part A. So that I am going to tell now, minerals and mining, 8th class social, part 1. So, first of all, minerals. What is minerals here? Substances obtained by mining. So, first I will tell about minerals. Substances that are obtained from mining, or in other language, anything which we obtain from underneath the earth. So this is the surface of the earth. Imagine, now if we dig the earth, we are digging the earth and getting different types of minerals. Anything that is obtained from under the earth, anything which we obtain from under the earth is called minerals. Is minerals. So we will be finding many minerals beneath the earth. In the bottom of the earth, how much deep we dig the earth, that many minerals will be found. Right. So, what is minerals and how minerals are helpful to us, all those things we will study one by one. First one, India is very fortunate in having a great variety of mineral resources. So, first one, India is having very good luck in having great resources of minerals. Means abundant minerals are found in India. Huge varieties of minerals, or many varieties of minerals are found in India. So India is endowed with important minerals like iron. So what are the important many minerals? All the minerals that I wrote here in the classification of minerals we will know. All the minerals are found in India, especially the important minerals are iron ore, manganese, mica, bauxite, coal, limestone and lead. These are the iron ore, then manganese, then mica, then lead, then limestone, then coal. All these minerals are found in India. Yes. Minerals are classified into 4 types. That is metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, fuel minerals, atomic minerals. So minerals are classified into 4 types. They are atomic minerals, not atomic. First one is metallic minerals, then non-metallic minerals, then fuel minerals, then atomic minerals. Right. The states that are rich in minerals are. So the states that are rich in minerals are, one is Bihar. So what are the states which are rich in minerals is? Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, AP, that is Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Odisha, West Bengal, Gujarat, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. These are the states which you find all minerals. So the states that are rich in minerals are, one is Bihar, then Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Odisha. All these states we find the minerals. Then even Rajasthan, West Bengal also. So mica and rhyolites, dolomite, limestone, graphite, iron deposits are available in Andhra Pradesh. So what are the minerals we find in AP? That is in our state, Andhra Pradesh. So in Andhra Pradesh, what are the minerals we find is, the minerals that are found in Andhra Pradesh are mica, brass, dolomite, graphite, limestone, and iron deposits are available in Andhra Pradesh. The raw material required for iron and steel industries are iron ore and manganese. So the raw material, so we require, many industries are there. That industries are getting the raw material from the minerals only, and these minerals require. And these minerals we find from the different states of India. The raw material required for iron and steel industries. What is the raw material required for iron and steel industry means? For iron we require iron ore and manganese. Manganese deposits are available. So where do we find manganese means? We find manganese in Odisha, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar and Gujarat. So where do we find manganese? We find iron ore in Andhra Pradesh. And where do we find manganese means? We find manganese in the states like Bihar, Odisha, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. Zinc is used with copper and for the manufacture of brass. So here, zinc, Zn. Zinc is used in manufacture of brass with the help of copper. So brass is one type of metal. That metal is used with the combination of two metals. One is zinc and the other is copper. Zinc is used with copper for the manufacture of brass. India occupies first place in the export of mica. Yes. So in the world, if you calculate, India is the first place in exporting mica. Mica is also one type of metal here, that is non-metallic minerals. Yes, Nellore district is leading in production of mica in Andhra Pradesh. So India is standing first place in exporting of mica. In that, Nellore is one of the toughest districts of Andhra Pradesh, where it is extracting huge amount of mica. Leading production of mica in Andhra Pradesh is Nellore, and mica required for electronic and electrical equipments. Where do we use mica means? We use mica for manufacturing of electronic and electronic equipments. So for electronic goods and electronic equipments, we use mica. Right. India is the largest producer of mica in the world. Yes. So India is the leading producer of mica in the world, and India is the largest producer of mica in the world. Right. Right, India is the largest producer of mica in the world. Next one, classification of minerals. So minerals are classified into four types. Classification of minerals. Minerals are classified into four types. One is metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, fuel minerals, and atomic minerals. So minerals are classified into four. They are metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals, fuel minerals, and atomic minerals. Right. So first one. See here I have drawn one flow chart, one table for your easy understanding. Right. So classification of minerals. Minerals are classified into four types: non-metallic minerals, fuel minerals, and atomic minerals. So what are the metallic minerals? What are the metals? The metals are iron, manganese, bauxite, copper, lead, zinc, gold, silver, silver and tin. These are the minerals that are found in India. So metallic minerals are what? Iron, manganese, bauxite, copper, lead, zinc, zinc, gold, silver and tin. What are the non-metallic substances? For non-metallic minerals. The non-metallic minerals are mica, limestone, gypsum, bryox, asbestos, graphite, diamond and salt. These are the non-metallic minerals. The next one, fuel minerals. Fuel minerals are coal, lignite, petroleum and natural gas. So fuel, we are using natural gas. We are using gas cylinders for burning. This gas is also we are getting from the beneath the earth. That is underground this earth, under the earth. What are the fuel minerals? Coal, lignite, petroleum and natural gas. Next, atomic minerals. What are the atomic minerals? These atomic minerals are uranium, thorium and monazite. These are the atomic minerals. Right. Minerals and development of country. How minerals are helpful to the country and how minerals is helping in developing the country, in the country's development. How? So let us study about that. That's right. Now enter about the minerals and development of the country. How minerals are helpful in developing the country. So first of all, India is very lucky in having a variety of minerals. Yes. So minerals and development of the country. First of all, I say that India is abundant in minerals. So no other country is having as minerals as India. So in further we can say that India is the luckiest country in the world where it is found abundant minerals in the world. So abundant minerals is found in which country means we can say India. Many types of minerals are found in India. So India is the luckiest country in the world we can say. And variety of minerals. Major more than 100 minerals are found now in India. So how many minerals? So many types of minerals are there. Among them more than 100 minerals. 100 varieties of minerals are found in India. Then, because of the availability of minerals, India is more or less self-sufficient industrially. Yes. So, as India is getting abundant minerals, so India is no need to depend on other countries for the minerals or for the raw material for industrial development. So, India is getting abundant minerals. So India has no need to go to other countries to get the raw material for the industries. So India is a self-employed country ourselves. India is not depending on any country for the raw material. Iron and manganese are available for the development of iron and steel industry. Yes. Iron ore and manganese. These are the two metals. These are helpful for the manufacturing of iron and steel. So iron ore and manganese are helpful for the manufacture of iron and steel. India is virtually monopoly in the production of mica, which is necessary for electrical and electronic equipments. Yes. India is a monopoly, means India is the leading exporter, India is the leading producer of mica in the world, and this mica is helpful for the manufacturing of electrical and electronic equipments. Right. Now here, the large reserves of coal ensures rapid industrialization. So large reserves of coal. So huge amount of coal is also extracted from beneath the earth, and this coal is also helpful for the industry and for other activities. Right. So I have completed part 1. Part 2 I will continue in the next class. Till then, what we heard so far, prepare a notes on that. Then start learning that notes and write without seeing in your examination book, children. Right, children? Thank you. Take care. Bye.